Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to talk about food, but maybe not in the way you're used to. We're going to dive into a framework that could completely redefine your relationship with what's on your plate, seeing it not just as fuel, but as a way to manage your life's energy. So let's just jump right in with a question that I bet hits close to home for a lot of you. Have you ever done everything right? Eating all the clean foods, the salads, the superfoods, but you still feel totally drained?
Yeah, you are definitely not alone. It's this weird modern paradox, isn't it? The source material we're digging into today talks about this perfect example, a super busy professional with a perfect diet who's still exhausted, sleeping poorly, and just irritable. See, this isn't about a lack of willpower, it's about looking at the problem through the wrong lens.
To really get why this happens, we have to fundamentally change how we think about what food even is. It's so much more than just a pile of ingredients. This framework introduces a really powerful idea: food as a qi trigger. Now, qi is basically your life force, your vital energy. So forget thinking of food as just stuff your body breaks down. Picture it more like a light switch or a signal. The moment it enters your body, it kicks off this massive cascade of processes all over. We're talking digestion, energy repair, the whole shebang. It's a dynamic event, not just dropping fuel in a tank. And this is where you can really see the huge difference in perspective. The modern view tends to see our body like a factory. Raw materials go in, products come out. But this ancient viewpoint sees the body as a living, breathing ecosystem. Food doesn't just get processed, it triggers this beautiful chain of transformation, what's called Sheng Sheng Jihua, which kind of means life continuously generating more life. So much cooler than a factory, right? Okay, so if food is the trigger, what about the energy it's triggering? Well, this framework has this brilliant analogy that I think makes it all click. Thinking about your life's energy like two different bank accounts.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got your life's trust fund. Think of this as the inheritance you get at birth. It's a fixed amount, and it basically sets your core constitution. Then, on the other side, you have your daily income. This is the energy you make every single day from the food you eat and the air you breathe. It runs your daily operation.
And here's the absolute key takeaway. You can't add a single penny to that trust fund. That principle is set from day one. But the quality of your daily income, the energy you get from your food, determines how often and how deeply you have to dip into your savings. A really good diet protects your trust fund. Now, this all leads to a really interesting conclusion about the actual goal of a healthy diet. And I'll tell you, it's probably the opposite of what you've been told. It's not about boosting or adding more. It's about something way more fundamental. The source calls the ultimate goal negative entropy. It sounds complex, but it's simple. You know how everything in the universe tends to go from order to chaos over time? That's entropy. Well, in our bodies, things like aging, decay, and disease, that's just entropy in action. So the goal of being healthy isn't to cram more energy in, it's to slow down that natural process of falling apart. This is a massive, massive mind shift. I mean, think about it. The entire modern wellness industry is screaming at us to boost, optimize, add more, hack our bodies. But what if the real wisdom, the real goal is just preservation? What if it's about slowing down the burn rate of the precious life energy we were given? So the game plan is actually pretty straightforward, and it's laid out right here. Step 1, you nourish your core energy by protecting it. Step 2, you guard it, shielding your body from needless stress. And step 3, this is the big one, you actively work to slow its consumption. Everything you do, everything you eat, should be aimed at these 3 things. All right, this is all great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like on your plate? How do we eat to slow down this entropy thing? Let's get into the practical principles.
It really boils down to these 3 pillars. First, consume less. And this doesn't just mean fewer calories. It means less overstimulation, less burden on the system. Second, and this is the real game changer, transform well. This is all about making sure your food becomes energy, not just waste that your body has to deal with. And third, store and return, which is about eating in sync with your body's natural cycles of work and rest.
Now this might blow your mind a little. We obsess over the ingredients. Is it organic? Is it keto? Is it a superfood? But this suggests that when you eat, your body's rhythm could be even more important than what you eat. The idea is to have your biggest meal in the middle of the day when your digestion is strongest, and a really light meal at night so your body can focus on repair while you sleep.
And what's really wild is that modern science is totally starting to back this up. It's not just when, but also how. For example, studies now show that just changing the order you eat your food, eating your veggies first, then your protein, and your carbs last, can have a massive stabilizing effect on your blood sugar. It's the same meal, but the order helps your body transform it well with way less stress. That's slowing entropy right there.
Okay, we've talked about what food is, and we've talked about when and how to eat it. But there is one last piece to this puzzle, and honestly, it might be the most powerful ingredient of all. So let me ask you this. Just think about it for a second. What is the single biggest factor that decides whether your food becomes nourishing energy or just a heavy burden in your stomach? It's not the organic label. It's not how much it cost. The answer is right here in this incredible, profound line. Shen bu an, ze shi bu hua. It translates to something like, if the spirit is unsettled, the food cannot be transformed. Your state of mind. That's the secret sauce. And this isn't some mystical idea. This is straight up physiology. Scientists call it the cephalic phase of digestion. The second you see, smell, or even just think about food, your brain starts sending signals to your stomach to get ready. But if your mind is stressed, anxious, or distracted, that signal is weak, or it doesn't get sent at all. So how do we settle the spirit? It's actually incredibly simple. Stuff we all know but always forget. Just take a breath before you eat. Get into a ready-to-eat state. Chew your food. And please, please eat without distraction. Put the phone down, turn the TV off, let your mind and body do one job and do it well. Eat. And that really is the heart of this whole thing, isn't it? The goal is not to hunt down the most expensive, exotic superfood. The goal is simply to create the right conditions inside and out so your body can smoothly and efficiently transform simple, good food into life-sustaining energy. And that's where we'll wrap up, but I want to leave you with this question. This isn't about some massive, stressful diet change. It's about a shift in awareness. So how will you change not just what you eat, but how you eat? What's one small thing you can do, starting with your very next meal, to honor this whole process a little bit more?